Hello, my name is Vishav, and in this quick video, I would like to demonstrate a very basic payroll calculator, which I built using Python, HTML, and Flask with the help of GitHub Copilot. A brief overview of this demonstration. Let me walk you through three key parts of this project. First, I'll show you the actual payroll calculator in action, how it handles real employee scenarios and calculations. Next, we'll peek under the hood at the Python and Flask code that powers everything, along with the HTML interface. Finally, I'll show you how I structure the data management using SQL to keep everything organized and accessible. But before we begin, I want to be brutally honest. Real payroll involves much more complexities than my simple payroll calculator, which I am about to demonstrate. My simple payroll calculator may be underwhelming, but I hope this demonstration will show my eagerness to learn about all the complexities of real payroll analysis. Now, I will show you the main input form, which captures both employee information and their pay details, then automatically calculates their net salary based on the data we entered. So for the name, we'll put VN. For the age, we'll put 24, and we'll just put this generic phone number. And for the email address, we'll put v.n@fraserhealth.ca. And let's say their hourly rate is $40, and there's 7.5 hours per shift. And in a year, there's about 240 to 250 shifts. So we'll just put 250. And let's say they had one absent day and one sick leave. So we click calculate net salary. And now we have successfully made an entry for our employee VN. Now, for the interesting part, the calculation logic. Notice how the system handles absence versus sick leave. VN had one absent day, which equals 7.5 hours of unpaid time. At $40 per hour, that's $300 deducted from their gross pay. And as you can see that reflected perfectly in their net salary. Here is the View All Employees feature. This gives us instant access to everyone's payroll summary. This database approach means nothing gets lost. Every entry is saved and easily accessible. Perfect for payroll oversight, comparing rates, and maintaining that complete record keeping that's so critical in payroll operations. Here is the HTML file, which is used to create the user interface of our simple payroll calculator. Here we can see the form for the employee information, and here we can see the payroll detail form for each individual employee. In this form, we are assigning each data input a name. For example, for the hourly rate of each employee, we are giving this variable the name hourly_rate. And for the total shifts input, we are giving this variable the name total_shifts. These variable names will become crucial for our Python program to reference in order to perform the appropriate calculations to arrive at the net salary. In the Python program, to perform the appropriate net salary calculations for each employee, we are directly referencing the hourly rate and the total shifts from the HTML, which I had mentioned earlier. Next, we do some quick backend validation to make sure all the values that were entered are correct. After these, we take all the variables, such as the hourly rate, hours per shift, total shifts, absence, sick leave, and we use these as arguments in our calculate_salaries function. The calculate_salaries function is referenced right here, and as we can see from the equation, it performs the appropriate calculations in order to arrive at the net salary. Now, looking at the SQL database backend, we can see all 4 employee entries we created. The system captures everything: hourly rates, total shifts, absence, sick leave, plus it automatically timestamps each entry so we have a complete audit trail. Thanks for taking the time to see what I built. This is obviously just scratching the surface of real payroll work, but I hope it shows my genuine interest in diving deeper into the complexities of payroll and learn from experienced professionals.